And welcome to part 94 of my report on the McCarrick Report by Patrick Parson. Today I thought a very brief review of the most recent parts of my report might be in order to refresh our memories about what has been discussed about Cardinal McCarrick, starting with part 86. McCarrick keeps trying to attend every important liturgical function in Rome, and no one is telling him he is not supposed to be doing that. Nor does anyone seem to be telling him not to give interviews, testify before Congress, or make any kinds of public statements. Neither does anyone tell McCarrick he cannot move to a house operated by IVE, whose founder was removed because of misconduct with seminarians. Then in part 87, there is a new apostolic nuncio in town, Archbishop Vigano, who says he tried to do something about McCarrick adhering to certain restrictions. But the report tries to negate whatever the nuncio said he did. And McCarrick seems to lead a charmed life. He continues traveling all over the world and attending public events as though there were never any questions about his past. In part 88, it looks like the report is zeroing in on the bad guy. No, not McCarrick. The culprit has got to be Nuncio Vigano. He didn't do anything to get to the truth of the allegations against McCarrick, or at least that seems to be where things are heading. No wonder the producers of the report didn't bother to interview him. Or did they have another reason? Part 89. Because McCarrick appears to be totally disregarding the indications placed upon him by Cardinal Ray, Nuncio Vigano asks for clarification. Instead, he is saddled with proving what is or isn't. And the report says Vigano did not follow through. It is not clear how the producers of the report can be so certain of this, since unfortunately they seem to have interviewed everyone except Vigano. Part 90. Nuncio Vigano doesn't do anything he is told to do, at least not according to the report. In fact, the report appears to have more concern over Vigano than it does over McCarrick. At least Archbishop Wuerl has an out. He is not Cardinal McCarrick's superior. He is his successor. Now, how is all this going to add up? Then, part 91, Pope Benedict XVI issues a declaratio to announce his impending resignation. McCarrick manages to stay in the limelight while publicly offering advice for the retiring pope. Although the news media is currently reporting on sexual misconduct or mishandling by two other cardinals, they ignore McCarrick's reputed history. Part 92. New Pope Francis is no stranger to McCarrick, who visited him a couple of times in Argentina. But the Pope naturally knows nothing about any allegations made against the Cardinal, nor of any restrictions which may have been placed upon him. Meanwhile, Bishop Budkowski is letting Nuncio Vigano know that charges made by Priest 3 against himself and McCarrick are scandalous and false. Part 93. Bishop Butkowski does not like how Priest 3 is acting. After all, if someone has agreed to a settlement, shouldn't he be quiet about what happened to him? Cardinal Ouellette assumes the McCarrick issue is history, since Nuncio Vigano is not giving him more specifics. Archbishop Becciu reminds Pope Francis there was something shocking about McCarrick, but the Pope does not take the allegation seriously. Those are the latest stages of my report on the McCarrick Report, and if there is anything definitive to be gleaned from them, it appears to be that the church hierarchy could use a bit of brushing up. Quite a bit, in fact. But if the official report on McCarrick is any example, that brushing up hasn't happened yet. But let us try brushing up our own lives by saying the Fatima prayer. O my Jesus, forgive us our sins, save us from the fires of hell, and lead all souls to heaven, especially those in most need of thy mercy.